This is the brand new UGREEN DXP4800 GT NAS. It features dual 10 gigabit network ports, an AMD Ryzen embedded processor. In this video, we're going to do a full review. We'll unbox it, get the drives installed and put it through its paces running IP security cameras, media streaming and Docker containers, and we'll see how it handles a real world workload. So in the box we have the main unit itself, a mains lead, the power adapter, two Cat7 Ethernet cables. We have a little screwdriver and screws for fitting an NVMe drive, which goes in the bottom here. Two thermal pads for NVMe drives. We've got these keys here, which are used to lock the drive base. User instructions, and also we have an HDMI cable, which seems pretty good quality. A quick start guide and a 2-year warranty card. So the first thing we need to do is install the hard drives, and I've got four 4TB Iron Wolf drives to go in this. I think we'll just press the button here. That allows the caddy to come out, and then I think we'll just pop the drives in. So to install the drives, there's a little catch here. You just lift that up. We'll just pop the drive into the position. And that should be it. That's one installed. And I'll just do the same for the other three. Right, that's the last one to go in. And as easy as that, that's all four drives installed. So the four drives I've installed in this will give me 16 terabyte of storage, because they're 4TB drives. But the device will actually take up to 144 terabytes, which is pretty massive. On the front here, I've got a power button, network status lights and disk status lights. There's a high-speed SD slot, a USB-C 3.2 and a USB-A 3.2. And both of these ports are 10 gigabits. Let's have a look at the back. And again, we've got another USB 3.2 here, two USB 2 ports. Here we've got two 10 gigabit Ethernet ports, which can be combined to give a total of 20 gigabits for blistering fast data transfer. An HDMI output, so you can connect it to a monitor or a TV. A power input for the power adapter, and a reset button. And also on the back here, we've got this filter which is held on magnetically, which you can take off to clean and then just put it back on, which is quite neat. On the bottom we've got this slot here, so let's have a look in there. So this is the memory here, which has got 8 GB at the moment, but it does support up to 64 GB of ECC memory, which not many NAS units support ECC. So that means it's more reliable for storing data because any errors are automatically corrected. There's also two NVMe hard drive slots, which can be used for NVMe hard drives for caching to improve the speed even further. So I think the next thing, we'll power it up and we'll see what it does. So after connecting the power lead and the Ethernet cable, I went to my browser and typed in findugnas.com, which immediately brought up the NAS on the network, and I hit connect and it came up with a nice tutorial showing me what the different parts of the NAS does. We've got a control panel, an app center. We can change the desktop wallpapers and stuff. And that's pretty much it. The next thing we need to do is actually create volumes, which is the actual storage. So there's quite a number of options where you can have different RAID layouts depending on whether you want more data security or whether you want more data storage. So in my case, I ended up choosing RAID 5, which kind of gave the best mix between data security and storage. You lose the storage capacity of one of the drives for parity bits for error correction. So it gives us a total of 10 terabytes rather than the 16. And I used BTRFS for the file system. So here's some of the apps that are installed in this. I'm actually quite impressed with what you can do. We've got Surveillance Center here, which I've had a little play with. And what you can do is you can set up your CCTV security cameras and run it as a DVR. So I've just got 2 cameras connected to this at the moment. And if I click to this one, you'll be able to see we've got some sheep in the distance there. And there's one of the barn. So I thought that was pretty cool. So you can replace your DVR or NVR with this as well. We've got the theatre app there. So I set that up and I just downloaded a video Die Hard from one of the DVDs that I've got. So we can go and try that and see how that performs. So I've installed the UGREEN app on my smart TV. So let's see how it plays. And this is it playing back on my living room TV direct from the NAS. And it's actually very smooth. I'm really happy with it. So one of the things I was curious to try was, can you actually stream when you're not on your home network? So as you can see, I'm on 4G here. And it seems to work fine. So that's quite cool. So you can have your own personal Netflix when you're not even at home. One of the other things that I managed to do with it was use something called Docker, which I've not really heard of before. But obviously some of you might know a bit more about it than what I do. But I downloaded a Docker image called AdGuard. And if we just go into this here, we can see there we've got AdGuard Home running. And what that does, I've now got a network-wide ad blocker on my network, so I can block ads on pretty much every device that's connected to the network, which I thought that was quite cool as well. In the App Center, there's a number of useful apps such as Home Assistant, which can be used to control IoT devices in your home. There's a music program which you can use for playing music to different parts of your home as well. There's Photos, which can be used with the UGREEN AI app, which runs an AI model locally. And what that does, it'll organise your photos using either person recognition or text recognition, pet recognition, and all that kind of stuff as well. There's also a BitTorrent client for downloading files using BitTorrent. There's also a download manager and a few other useful applications too. So one of the things that you can do with the NAS if you're a video editor is you can use it as pretty much as a local hard drive, and you can scrub through your entire timeline as if it was a hard drive connected directly to your computer, even if it's 4K or 8K footage, because the network ports are that fast. Now unfortunately my PC and router only have 1 gigabit Ethernet ports, so I'm going to have to upgrade probably my PC or network card and upgrade my router to be able to accommodate this. But that's one of the things that I'm planning on doing in the future, so it'll make video editing a lot easier and a lot faster. So the software's snappy, the cameras are recording, the streaming seems flawless, and AdGuard's blocking adverts right across my network without a hitch. So to wrap things up, the price to performance ratio is pretty much unmatched. Getting dual 10 gigabit networking at this point is incredible value. The build quality is premium with its sturdy aluminium enclosure here. The operation's exceptionally quiet. The server grade Ryzen CPU provides excellent multi-threading computing power and ECC memory support. So if you're a content creator looking for an affordable, insanely fast networking hub, or if you want to ditch monthly cloud payments and host all your own data yourself, this is easily one of the best 4-bay options on the market right now. So if you want to check out current pricing or grab one of these for yourself, I've left some links in the video description below. Hit that like button if this video helped you out, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.